Hey, and welcome to my review of the PS3, the 20GB version. As you can see, it has no chrome trim, but it's got the chrome logo, which is all good. Basically, you can see it's quite shiny. You see a reflection there. It will probably get pretty dusty. And in the front, you have your typical 4 USB ports, but you do not get the memory card ports in front. And in the back, I don't know if you can see that, but you get one HDMI port, optical port, and the standard proprietary AV port that you see on the PS2 also. Basically, compared to the other consoles, looks pretty decent. It's quite large compared to the other ones, but it looks pretty decent standing up. And basically, this is the 6-axis controller, which has tilt functions for controlling certain games. And you can either turn on the system by pressing this button or using the touch sensitive buttons. But we'll use the touch sensitive buttons because they're much more fun to play with. See? Oh, perfect. See, we'll go to the TV now. Okay. You see, it starts up with a nice sound. The system itself is relatively quiet compared to the 360. It's very similar to the Wii. And also, in addition, 20 gig at the bottom. You can remove the hard drive and replace it anytime you want with a much larger laptop hard drive, which you can find on the market for a relatively cheap price. So personally, I think, altogether, this one is better value than the 60 gig. Though people may want a wireless connection, but as for me, as you can see, my router is like right there, so I just use a wired connection. Currently, I just have Motorstorm in here right now, which is one of the latest games to be released on the PS3. And if you're playing online, you can use any Bluetooth headset. Like here I have the Motorola HS 850. You could just simply connect that via Bluetooth and just use it to chat online. You see, the loading times for this game are kind of long. In this game, you have the option whether to have 6-axis control or not. And for this, just for a demonstration, we'll just show you how the 6-axis control works. And you can just simply turn that on in this game. And not every game supports this, but it's a pretty neat feature, as you can see. Depending on where I tilt the controller, the game will turn. Ooh. It's pretty neat. And it works just as well as the Wii controller in this aspect, even though it doesn't have the sensor or anything. But see, you see all the dust and particle effects kicking up in this game. It's really quite fantastic. This is one of the first games to be released besides Resistant. That's the sole experience that you can only get on the PS3, and it includes online play. Anytime you're done playing a game, or you just don't want to play a game anymore, you can just press the PlayStation button, hold it down, and you can just quit the game. And this will be all really simple to anyone who already owns the Xbox 360. It's all very similar. And the menu for the PS3 actually is very similar to the PSP, so anyone who owns a PSP will instantly recognize the way this works, because it's just a cross-media bar basically. And you can download some videos from the PlayStation Store if you want, but while you're downloading, you can't do anything else. And one unique feature that's pretty neat is if you connect your PSP or memory card, if you have the 60 gig, or if you connect any USB flash drive, you can just access some pictures. And basically, PS3 does uniquely is it has a slideshow option called Photo Album, which will actually render all your pictures in nice little, stylistic slideshow. And if you want to, you could be playing music in the background. You can slow it down, zoom in, see the pictures in more detail. These are just some pictures from my trip to Tokyo. Yeah, but you get the point. And basically, in addition to the games, you also get a Blu-ray player included. And currently in the market, Blu-ray players are around $500 at cheapest. So actually, the PS3 is actually a pretty decent deal. As you see there, touch buttons for eject, which is pretty nice. And here I'll just stick in Black Hawk Down really quickly. Okay. And with the PS3 selling pretty decently, and Blu-ray sales rising, you probably shouldn't be afraid to start building up a Blu-ray collection, because it looks like Blu-ray slowly gained the advantage and probably only continue in the future. But as you can see, very clear picture, 1080p. And you can see the menu looks exactly almost like the PS2 menu for DVD playback. And cool thing about Blu-ray is you can kind of bring up a little menu while the thing is playing if you want. Make some edits. And that's basically it. And you quit the same way as you quit a game. Just tap the home button, you can quit playback. And that basically wraps up my PS3 review. Thanks for watching.